hoping that we make it. Pray we stay awakened. Shooting stars we chasing. The space we make so sacred. Calling all my nations. Positive affirmations. Living in abundance. Thankful for what's coming. Hoping that we make it. Pray we stay awakened. Shooting stars we chasing. The space we make so sacred. Calling all my nations. Positive affirmations. Living in abundance. Thankful for what's coming. Dollars falling. These crypto bags they calling. We all in, but you ain't heard the calling. Can't see what's upon us. The dawn of something life changing. You your own savior. If you're doing evil, change it. They falling off like Jenga. The anger, love is like a stranger. They come at different angles. We stay with them halos. Them contracts we just say no, thank you. We awaken though when we barely getting started. Drums going dumb, filling up my lungs with chronic. I feel pain for all those who fell off and went demonic. Evil system haunted. I feel like we in a gauntlet, but we done activated like we are some shamans. Hoping that we make it. Pray we stay awakened. Shooting stars we chasing. The space we make so sacred. Calling all my nations. Positive affirmations. Living in abundance. Thankful for what's coming. Hoping that we make it. Pray we stay awakened. Shooting stars we chasing. The space we make so sacred. Calling all my nations. Positive affirmations. Living in abundance. Thankful for what's coming. But we winning though. Cycles changing in our favor now. We exposing them and suddenly they all shaking now. Told them how to get to them bags. We had to break it down. Get your finances in order. Know there's no new world order. Band together, no more border. Slashing demons like we Yoda. GMOs in the soda. Make your energy lower, lower. Too much high fructose in they soul. Shoot you up when you was born. Now you children of the corn. They did it, how they doing it? How we doing it? No, we going. How they flowing it? No, I did this, we be showing it. I just going tippy toeing it to the top. No, we blowing this, took the pot. All aboard the rocket ship, we blasting off. I hope you got your ticket, got a seat, we taking off. Please buckle up, have a blast, we blasting off. I told you that we going, you ain't believe me, you falling off. Media lies manipulating you, they trolling you. Ay, please take the red coin, wake your ass up, oh it's too late. See you at the mansion castle, y'all party, we steak and bake. Big bass staking, big bass bacon. Finally touchdown, I don't see you, you ain't make it. Hoping that we make it, pray we stay awakened. Shooting stars we chasing, the space we make so sacred. Calling all my nations, positive affirmations. Living in abundance, thankful for what's coming. Hoping that we make it, pray we stay awakened. Shooting stars we chasing, the space we make so sacred. Calling all my nations, positive affirmations. Living in abundance, thankful for what's coming.
If I ever had a chance to be a friend to somebody, because you don't need 20 friends, you just need 3 motherfuckers and you can take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers and you're finished. You understand me? You're fucking finished because we got each other.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome to Coffee Time. Let's fucking go.
What up, pimp?
What up? I'm done. My voice is done.
It's
So,
good.
Yeah, I could tell.
cooked. I love you guys. I hope you have a good day. I must stay in the background, but welcome to Coffee
All right, brother.
Time. Live community chat. Let's go. Have a good day, guys.
We're gonna send you some positive affirmations, my man.
Hey.
I need some hot tea too.
Sprinkle some of that rub on your throat. That might work.
I
Straight
need
up,
some
bro.
rub. I need some rub. Anyways, later, guys. I love you, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a recap anyway, man. Till we get what is it? Validated by the universe. I think that's the quote of the day.
Nice.
I was thinking about this the other day, like the universal. I think validation by the universe is when you're matching the frequency, but I think love is the frequency. And then you know how they say authenticity is higher than love, and I think that's when you go to the next levels beyond the universal law, like when you're truly authentic to do the shit you're created to do. But yeah, you watch what people are actually chasing, you're like, man, when you do get validated, when the validation comes in for everyone doing work on crypto and all this, it's gonna hit at a different level, you know. So fuck yeah, let's run it.
And you're your own enemy. It's you versus you out here.
I know.
On stopping yourself.
But that's what we said at the beginning of the show. Like everyone's truly running from the truth, man. And then when you accept truth, you'll get shunned, right? You know what I'm saying? And then everyone, you know, the clickety clack shit, bro. It's like you're just watching people in groups avoid the truth with all the distractions.
Well, to be honest, I think that people avoid the truth because it doesn't correspond with their perception of reality, which is like, if we were to tell people the fact that everything is ran off of debt and you have an opportunity to capitalize on this new transformation or this new transition or reform or whatever, they would label you as conspiracy theorist or whatever. But as it's happening, or when it happens, they'll be like, hey, what were you talking about again? You know what I mean? Because it's more of like they seek validations from their peers rather than seeking validation from their own true self, or seeking something from their own being. Yeah,
for sure. Because the validation that humans are going to give you, you're pleasing the wrong people, right? For that validation. But you said conspiracy theorists, right? So okay, so that's why I went hard when I got into crypto right away, because I was already a conspiracy theorist. You know, I already went through that level, right, of getting shunned. You know, you start saying some shit and the libs will be like, oh, you sound conspiracy. That's not what Google said. You know, all this dumb shit. But but yeah, nerdy. I think everyone's ascending at different times, but that's why I feel like we're mass people at once are gonna ascend, like a mass awakening. But I think other people, you know, they're probably not gonna ascend this lifetime, but they just might have to learn one lesson, you know.
You know what the paradox is? You know what the trippy ass paradox is about this is that a lot of people are gonna have an awakening through jealousy, not because of their own doing.
I know, but that's where
of someone else making it and they didn't do it.
Okay, so you're getting some good shit right now, because jealousy, all those are low vibrating, right? There's people that think love is possessiveness and you know, obsessiveness, right? So there's people that think that's love, right? But all that's lower vibrations, but those lower vibrations is further away to how the universe actually operates.
Exactly.
Huh. Interesting, bro.
Yeah, it's all about perception, because everyone is trying to compete with everyone. It's a rat race. But when you move outside the rat race and see that, you know, what the race actually is, then and if you try to inform people that you're in the rat race, right? It's either to convince people that it's either to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. So while people like to live in this perception of being fooled, trying to inform them that they're living a lie it goes against their reality, because it goes against their being of who they are.
Yeah, they're too locked into the programming, so they can't
comprehend it.
be outside of that.
The worldly,
Right?
the worldly, the worldly minds.
No, I
But
was looking hella crazy back before I got into crypto, red pill, and I had the chemtrail channel, and I was trying to tell everybody like all this shit, and yeah, I was looking hella crazy.
that's why
you ever go back and watch the videos and be like, what the hell was I on about?
Yeah, I was like,
That's
damn,
why-
You should have
I
structured
did
it
into some
differently.
other shit.
Yeah.
that's why to me it's like I said that on stage, like we're in a big channel of consciousness, because there's people that are contributing. Like I was into the Q shit, but even then when I got into XRP, I was like telling Q people, oh, but this is just the economic side, right? But that whole crevice is all consciousness for like the higher good, but but that makes me bullish on the future, because
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
I do feel like we're going to something better.
definitely.
Yeah, it's just a cycle, it seems like, and it's an up and down cycle. We go from lower to higher, and I think they know that's coming, so that's why they're coming.
Yeah,
Gonna put us back to sleep.
pretty much.
I'm not going.
Just making everyone
Going.
I mean, just like what governments, like if you smack people with truth, I mean, they're going to go through the anger state. But once you deal with truth, then once you actually deal with truth and accept truth, then you're naturally going up consciousness. So they could just release information and make people become more conscious, right?
The releasing of information doesn't mean anything, as we've seen. Like
No, it
one,
doesn't.
No one cares about Epstein. Like literally nobody does. No one cares about any of this stuff, right? It's because everyone is too focused on trying to survive in their own life.
We don't care about Epstein. We want to see Meg Thee Stallion. That's what we want to see. We want to see twerk for the president.
We want to see Megan Thee Stallion twerking for a rally.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we don't care about the presidency. We want to see the twerking. Clown world, y'all.
It's the clowniest clown world of clowniest times.
I have nothing to say to you, but I'm going to twerk. How about that? Can I have your vote?
Right? Tim Wallace called Kamala Harris the most educated person for the job candidate ever. Tim Wallace said that.
What we have here is a situation, nerd, where you have to rehabilitate the constitutional table for the crowd, nerdy. For the crowd.
Crazy.
Like, hold on. I thought we were just talking going to Popeyes.
Where did this come out from?
I thought we was going to Popeyes.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. Like people like has a hard time dealing with is like a lot of people have like sports teams. So for example, if you're team blue or team red, and then you're trying to inform people that it's actually a uniparty, and then people get offended because you're trying to give them information about both parties and trying to inform them that hey, it's actually a uniparty system that we live in. They get kind of offended because it goes against their belief system of my side is the right side, and my right side can never do anything bad. Or my side on this left side is the best side. It's the smartest side. That side's stupid. We're always right. So it's like this egotistical battle.
Are you
Stupid.
talking about
And that's where
R's and P's?
that's where
Are you talking about
I mean,
R's and P's?
Huh?
Are you talking about B's and C's or R's and D's? Oh, you didn't get it, did you?
I didn't get it. Damn it.
Red and blue, and there's two-party systems. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Buster. I got it.
hold on. Let me go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Oh, can we go?
No,
with
that shit flew over my head. You can continue explaining that one because I did not get it at all.
You said Republicans and Democrats are Bloods and Crips. And you said red and
I gotcha. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty fucking much.
I tell you what, dude. Having those meetups gives me faith in humanity. Faith in humanity. After everybody eating the barbecue, looking around, talking, you look around, you're like, faith in humanity, small pockets of it. Will be it. It's been
Okay. Negative 338, 96, and 22.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hear Jackson in the back.
Yeah, he's getting his game on.
Is he?
Yeah.
What game is he playing? He's playing online.
VR.
Jack,
Still
what game you playing? Huh? Minecraft.
He's
He's Minecrafting now. He's playing that car soccer game, whatever the fuck that was earlier.
Where you hit the ball with the car and make it in the goal, whatever.
What is it called? Rocket League.
Yeah. Rocket League.
That's VR, right? The headset.
No, that was Xbox.
Okay.
He has it though.
Flojo, CB, I'm done with trying to tell people and help them. They think you know what? It's like, I don't take it personal, but I think the people that ignore the message, they could be like one or two lessons of something off from being, because it's all levels of frequency. It's all consciousness.
Exactly.
So your job ain't to get them an XRP. Your job's really
Plant
to get
the
them
seed.
conscious enough to
Plant
even
the
want to
seed.
pay attention. Say
Right.
it again, Becky.
Plant the seed.
Plant the seeds, right? And but this is where Nerdy makes good points about the perception, because somebody, if they could only perceive what they perceive, you can't get mad at them, right? But
You can't.
that's where I think the shift is.
Yeah.
When numbers come in heavy and a big number of people are actually focusing on certain things, then the followers are going to follow, and they're going to, right now it's not cool to do this shit because you're a conspiracy theorist.
But those people that they're only focused on, those people, those low vibration people, they only care about materialistic shit. So when you acquire materialistic stuff, then they pay attention. But until that moment, you don't even exist. And they're not even interested, because they're more focused on making their experience here the
They don't even hear it.
They don't even hear it. You're right. They don't.
They can't even hear it. Yeah, you're
They have
right.
selective hearing, which is crazy. They literally just tune you out. You start talking, they just fucking tune you out. It's crazy. It's crazy as shit ever. It's like, did you not just hear anything I just told you? It's like, oh, well, if you didn't give a fuck, you could have just told me. I would have just went on my way instead of wasting my energy trying to help your ass out. Over here, you're thinking that I'm the crazy one, and I'm over here trying to help your dumb ass out. Fuck you.
That's a fact. But I think a part of it's running. Like, there's people that just attract chaos. If they fucking stop and looked and reflected, it'd be like, damn, I just keep attracting chaos, right? But they're attracting what they're putting out, but because even if you run, I think the only thing you should run for is peace, right? If you're running, you're either running to peace or you're running from truth. Like, simple as that. Some people got to run to peace because everyone around them is fucking toxic and chaotic. But
well, here's the best way to put
outside of running, most people are running from truth. And then everything in our lives, all the toys, all the material bullshit, drugs, alcohol, everything is distracting you from facing truth. Right?
Yep. Because everyone chases, not everyone waits. The people who are waiting, like we are waiting because we're attracting, people are running towards because they're chasing. We don't chase no more. We're done at the chasing game. We're just attracting at this point. We're just waiting for it to come to us because we already know it's coming. It's inevitable. It's owed to us. That's what
Bradley Cirancion. Mofos need to hit the like button and subscribe. Let's fucking go. Bradley Cirancion with the soft C.
Smash them likeies, baby.
Like Thanos. It's inevitable.
I am inevitable.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say, Nerdy. You said something else, man.
Go.
Because these are the kind of shows I like right here. Fuck, it just slipped out of my head. You said, damn it.
Talking about inevitable
I got a brain fart,
energy. I was talking about see it.
But sometimes it
Oh,
takes a couple,
arguing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Baggy.
sometimes it takes a couple signs for you to get it. Like someone will come plant the seed, and the seed will be planted, but you don't even know it's there. But then eventually,
and then somebody adds to it.
yeah,
Like,
somebody comes and waters it, and then eventually something pops and clicks.
Yeah.
Oh, my thing is,
because SoFlo was trying to get him in XRP Master, and he wasn't hearing it. He was like, if you keep talking about this XRP every time I come over, I'm not coming over anymore. And then eventually someone else told him, and then it finally clicked for him, and then he was like, maybe
Exactly.
it is something.
Yeah, no, Master is surpassing SoFlo.
yeah. And that's that's for me, that's like confirmation. So now, like, things had to happen in my life for me to even become a conspiracy theorist, where 9/11 in itself was probably one of the things, right? Because it's like, man, what the fuck? But going back to Nerdy's point, like, they always have you something to choose from, and that's what I mindfully don't argue no more. Like, because if we could fucking sit here and argue even the higher level of consciousness, like I truly believe the higher level of conscious people don't argue about shit. The arguments are the lower consciousness. But but we've done it even on the show, because you know but it's gonna be good, it's gonna be bad. But when we fucking focus on something else, because we just need people to buy XRP, the change is gonna come with us moving up, like with money and all that, with consciousness. Yeah. And because you're literally stacking on more power. But everybody that's actually chasing power, they're gonna get left in the dust. Because when you're chasing the power, you're just doing shady shit, quick come ups, right? But when you don't abuse power, the universe is actually gonna put more power in your hands. And you know what I'm saying? And this is all. That's why I truly believe if it's not already led in front of us, we are gonna push the change through.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Yeah, but that basically, like, you know, people are jealous fucks, man, and they don't like to see other people succeed. But when they do succeed, then they become curious. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, that 9/11 stuff was crazy, man. Before YouTube was like heavily like controlled and they would scrub shit. Like everything's been scrubbed, but there is gang of stuff on YouTube back in the day where you could find like a 9/11 and crazy stuff, but you can't find that stuff nowhere anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dudes talking about they were seeing shit and they were there when it was happening and all kinds of stuff.
That's crazy. We're gonna drop the gates, man. We've been doing 23 minutes.
I was gonna say some profound shit, and I forgot.
Watching.
You were saying something about Buster about people and their fucking energy and shit. I was gonna say something. I fucking forgot. If I remember, I'll just fucking
yeah, that's what I did, bro. When I went to the bathroom, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about arguments, and then it just jumped out of my head.
I don't fucking remember. But the moment you stop competing with people and just start doing your own thing, you'll realize how everything fucking changes.
Yeah. They want you locked into the matrix so you can manifest what they want, because they're feeding you everything from the news to the music, and it's all vibration that they're feeding you.
Yep. There was a report or something that someone posted on X talking about how diseases are passed through electromagnetic fields. That's how people get infected and they can get sick like that.
Even just the placebo stuff is crazy too, because you can do placebos and most of it was all mental.
Well, that's 2020, right? Oh, I'm sick. Oh, let me drink my water and put my magic up.
Yeah. And all the negativity.
It pauses when I raise my mask to drink my water, and then it continues when I close my mask to write it down. Because that's how it works. It's fucking stupid. Oh, I have to wear my mask when I'm standing up, but I don't have to wear it when I'm sitting down. Shut the fuck up.
You guys have
Stupidest
people
fucking
in
shit
areas
ever.
like driving around with masks on. You guys have that?
What was it?
Do you guys have people
Say
in
it
your area who are driving around with masks on still?
Oh yeah, over here. Bro, I live in California. For sure, it's happening here. But
We
it's
got
all- but it's the
XRP
elder
Bishop
people.
on deck.
What's going on,
Bishop?
brothers? What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, you know what?
What's
I gotta
up,
tell.
man?
I gotta tell the chat. I gotta tell the crew. I gotta tell the live. If Bishop comes up with some random ass idea and you're wondering how Bishop came up with it, me and him had a conversation. I kind of shared some shit with him.
I told you I told you I would sign an NDA. And you just print it out. I will sign it. It was good
me and
stuff.
Bishop were
It was
going
good.
hard, man. Bishop is a fucking genius. If you guys
It
don't
was
know,
good stuff,
Bishop
man.
is a genius.
I honestly
Yeah.
enjoyed your plan, and I won't share it, and I'll sign an NDA, man. I promise you, I will sign it. No problem. No, but I wanted to say a couple of things. Buster and Nerdy, both of you are hitting it today. I have to admit it. This is the kind of talk I love, of course. And going back to the debt thing, let me go back to the fish, what you were talking about earlier about people trying to accept what's going on. Someone put it to me before as saying that the fish is the last thing to know it's actually in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And to expand that out, that metaphor a little bit further, you think about these deep sea fish. We go fishing. Most of you guys are fishermen. And so what you do when you pull that fish out of the water, this is the first thing that fish starts doing is thrashing around, because it's like it's definitely out of water, can't breathe, doesn't know what's going on, is confused. And a lot of people react the same way when you try to tell them something or show them something. There's at one point in time, our Albert Einstein was thought of as a crazy person because of his thoughts. And now today, everyone believes everything that Einstein has put out. Again, it takes a while for people to begin to see the results of things. That's what we're really dealing with. It is that lower level type of consciousness. And like you said, it's a survival brain. They're trying their best to survive. They only know I can only breathe water and I must be swimming. You pull me out of the water, I can't breathe. They just go into panic mode. So their brain goes into panic mode. So once they see you can do it, they go, oh, okay, you know, we're the tripods, treplapods that were some of the first animals to crawl out of the sea. That's what we are.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So it's yeah, you guys are right on point today. I love it. Great talk. And like you said, running towards peace, a lot of us are doing that. I thought about that as you said it, because I started eliminating friends and people out of my life because they were just too toxic. I couldn't deal with the crazy.
And that's the difference too. Like, you know, I had that. I think the ego's working too. I think the more empathetic you are, the more you want to help, but the more you get played, right? Because you forgive.
Oh, I remember.
You know, you're forgiven too easy, but once you, because I think like the games when I was talking about the Go Fish, there's people that play the whole fucking dating game just to never be alone, right?
Yeah,
that's their whole
true.
game, is to never be alone, and then they fuck with somebody that is okay with being alone, right? And then, but the people that could be alone are the people that are ascending higher, because you have to be alone to go through a full ascension, and you're gonna get rejected. So I just ran to peace, and I was cool, like, because there's times I'd hang out with some dumbasses that don't do anything for me. I you know, they'll listen to me, but I'm not gonna gain anything. But I'd be okay to not be alone and be like, yeah, man, come on over, bro, we'll drink a beer or whatever. But now I'm just
Bishop,
like, nah.
Real quick.
Did Bishop say he started eliminating people out of his life?
They're still alive. Let me say it that way.
Hello, everybody. Hello,
you know what I was gonna say real quick was what's up, Lizard? You know what I was gonna say real quick was when Buster was talking about how Lizard, where are you, bro? Look
He's
at
in
you.
his backyard,
That's
bro.
beautiful.
That's how Lizard gets down.
We're gonna come kick it with
That's
you
awesome,
at your
bro.
house.
I'm
Nice and
warm, man. I'm at home. I'm tired.
Moon Party
Finally-
5.
It finally
Lizard
caught
King's
up with-
backyard.
Moon party withdrawals.
We'll put it with draws.
I got on here to tell you, yesterday we had the big ass crawfish back down there in Texas City, and my boys, we went down there and we turned up and we won first place. I put pictures of the trophy and the party on the X for everybody there, Uncle Buster, and I think Nerdy's got a picture or two on there. So you
Nice.
can go on there.
Real quick, I just want to cover this real quick before I forget. What Buster was talking about. Buster was talking about how something about when people argue, some people keep going and some people don't. Well, I think that's the thing. Where it's about like enlightenment and people who are smart and people who are dumb, right? Because you have people who have self-awareness, people who know that, hey, you know what? I'm aware that this person is uncomfortable. Maybe I should back off. Right? There's a lot of people who don't really have self-awareness or self-control over their own selves to understand when it like right place and time for things to say and things not to say, or when to push someone and when not to push someone. And I think that really comes down to like an intellectual standard of someone who is like egotistical and is self-centered versus someone who is like an enlightened being who sees their surrounding, who's actually been through shit and actually, you know, is sympathetic or empathetic towards someone else's actions, right? So that's all.
That's very true. And if you're always the smartest person in the room, you're always hanging out with dumbasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you got to know that, hey, these people ain't ready.
Yeah, what you're talking about.
That's why.
What you're talking about, Nerdy, is that I think it's called emotional intelligence.
Yep.
And
Exactly what I'm talking about. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's called.
Mhm.
And you're right. And Bus is also right about that. We want to be empathetic towards people. And the thing is that people think that they're living in that survival mode, and they think that they're tricking us when we know that we know what they're doing. But we choose to help them. And some of us even push past that and go, well, they're in a different place, but I'm going to do this because I want to do it, not necessarily because of, I know they need the help. They don't even know they need the help, and they think they're smarter than me. And so some people just push forward through it. Some do.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of people go into arguments as like a triumph, like they're trying to prove themselves that I am better than you as an ego level, because that's all they have to offer, and that's all their whole life is dependent upon, is taking out like little mini trophies of stupid arguments that don't mean nothing, and to account it as something they're doing something in their life, right?
And you're 100% right. Some of that comes from childhood issues
You're right,
too. 'cause-
Bernie.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why we have to abolish the Olympics. Everybody's trying to outcompete each other. We got to cut that.
Nelly, bro. But yeah, what are you saying, Bishop?
Yeah.
I was saying you're definitely right about that. A lot of this again goes to this self-identity. We believe that I am worth something. Like everyone believes that I am worth something, and so some of us have that more than others, and they're constantly trying to prove to other people that they're worth something. When you know that you're worth something, you take it personally. You don't prove yourself to anybody. You don't have to. There's no need to prove to anybody. So when some certain arguments come, you go, okay, you can win that one. I don't care, because your opinion doesn't matter. I've had people call me all kinds of names. People that were drunks, poor, couldn't hold a job. They start calling me names. I've never gotten offended by any of that, because I'm thinking, well, I have this. I hate to say it like this, and I don't mean to say it like this, but it's the fact. And that is, I have this person judging me when they can't get their lives together. And so they think they're hurting me by calling me these names. And I go, well, okay, well, and it just doesn't bother me. Those things, even those words that we use for race, none of that stuff bothers me.
Me neither. Louisiana, $7 cash out. Appreciate
bomb
Louisiana.
food, bomb food,
bomb ass food, bro.
Call me
Dre,
anything, but don't call me
$20.
Lance
I think it was you, Dre. I'm pretty sure it was you. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But Dre, $20 cash app. Appreciate you, Dre. We got LET on deck. We got Pay Me Pop back up. What up, Pay Me? SoFlo Digital.
SoFlo.
What's up, brothers?
Yeah, all of that survivalism and all that is just a lower vibration. It's all fear-based vibration.
Fear.
Yeah, and on that, I'm back in tagging on what Baggy's saying. It's like a lot of stupid people. I'll just call them stupid people. Are on edge, aware of their emotional whatever. Is those kind of people are consistently in main character mode. They consistently believe that they are the center of the world and everything revolves around them. When in reality, no one gives a shit about you or anyone in this world, right?
That's
So it's
not
like
bad.
that's the thing about American. And I was listening to something about this lady. She was like, she's some kind of cop or something. She was saying that most convicted felons or most repeat offenders are people who live in main character mode, who think that, you know, they are above the law, or they're special compared to everyone else. And that's basically how it is, right? Where a lot of people think that they can just say shit or get away with something, but in reality, they just sound dumb as shit because they're just ignorant, which is
because
crazy.
you're like going from. I think that's where your intentions, like, because even when we talk about higher powers, I think there's higher dark powers, higher light
No
side
doubt.
powers, right?
No doubt.
But the difference is when it comes from pure intentions, there's no karma to pay.
Yeah.
Right? You're gonna accelerate, extend, whatever you want to call it, and it's from the place of abundance. It's not from scarcity. It's not from, oh, I gotta take from you, I gotta one up you, right? Because we could all be one up, and like if I'm in a group of 10, I could one up all those people, and I'm a dumbass plus one. Big fucking deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that a waste of time?
Right.
You're a dumbass plus one, right? When we could, let's 1,000 up. Let's, you know. And that's
you know, it's funny. I had to diffuse something like that just recently. The person who was trying to one up, and I looked at him. I said, "Oh, that's great." I said, "You know, let me know when you get there." And I'm like, I started encouraging them, and that took the steam. It just took the steam out of their one upness, because I was genuine about it. I'm like, I want to see you do this. I want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And they didn't know how to handle that. They thought they were overmatching me when I'm encouraging them. I'm like, I'm your cheerleader. Let's do it.
Well, also what that does is that challenges them. That challenges them to raise the bar on their own shit.
Yeah.
Well, they're just jealous beings, right? They're jealous beings, and they don't like the fact that the person that they're supposed to be jealous against is supporting them.
And I'm fucking riding a bike. You bought a Ford Ranger, and I'm riding a fucking bike. Fuck that bloke next door.
You said they're jelly beans?
Jelly beans, there you go.
Yeah, they're all jelly beans. For sure.
Well, that, you know, it's interesting you say it that way too, because that's the basis of their lives. Their world, their perception, as you said earlier, Nerdy, they perceive the world as being people competing constantly, and they think the world is built that way. So they operate because that's all they've ever seen. They haven't seen it. They probably have parents that never encouraged them, or, you know, just say you doing a great job. All of my children play instruments. I have 4 children. They all play instruments, and they all play them well. And my daughter was writing music at 4 years old on sheet paper. I didn't know she could do it. She just watched me do it, so she started doing it. It was correct. And people said, "Well, why is she so smart? Or why does she know all of this?" I said, "Because I never told her she couldn't do it."
Right.
And I just kept going, "Yeah, okay, let's do it." And I would just keep introducing stuff to her while she was young. So she didn't have that mindset that I can never do anything. I just kept going, let's do it and see if you like it.
Bro, that's exactly what the lady was talking about yesterday. She was talking about how, like, people, they wait for confidence, or they wait for motivation. Confidence, where are you? Motivation, where are you? Instead of, this is my idea. This is what I want to accomplish. Boom, straight line, I'm going to accomplish it. But instead, we fuck around and go like, hey, I want to do this, but I need confidence. But I need this, but I need that.
I don't
and then
have
we go,
money.
then we do this fucking loop. And then by the time we get there, we forgot what we're trying to do in the first place. And that it just dies out, right? So it's like we're consistently looking for validation. But if we just said fuck everybody and I can just do it because I can just do things, you'll make shit happen. Even if you can't believe in yourself that you can do it, still do it. And by the time you're in and you've done it, you'll be like, damn, I just did it. Be like, yeah, you did. But you just have to just go for it. And I think a lot of people, they don't like that when they see someone else doing it, right? Oh, Bishop has got all these bags. He's going up, but I'm trying to compete with him. Fuck him. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on in his life, or I'm going to make his life hell. I'm going to start talking shit about him. I'm going to start doing this. But Bishop is not reflected. So what am I supposed to do? And then they say, you know what? I'm going to leave him alone. He's alpha. I'm not going to mess with them anymore. I'm going to go find someone else to fuck with and mess their lives up.
That's
my
true.
life is miserable, right? So it's like,
I'm leaving him alone. He's going to eliminate me. I'm staying away from him.
Yeah, Bishop will eliminate your ass.
It's like Henry Ford, where he's like, whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you're right.
Right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
And here's
Exactly.
another good one, another good story. What was it, Edison in particular? He was interviewed. This story is sometime legend, but he was interviewed, and the interviewer said, "How does it?" I heard that you failed at building the light bulb 1,000 times. He said, "How did you deal with that?" And Edison was shocked by the statement. He said, "Failed?" He said, "I didn't fail. I just found 1,000 ways that didn't work."
I just stole it from Nikola Tesla. Shout out to
ultimately.
Shout out to our dear friend Broke. Is American, not American.
He always says that shit. Love you, Broke.
Yeah, a lot of people limit themselves just by what they say. Like, oh, I can't do that, or I can't afford that, or I could never get there. You're already limiting yourself just by telling yourself you can't do it.
And that's the power.
themselves out.
That's the power of the brain, right? That's self-suggestion. You can actually make yourself sick by thinking sick things. You can actually, we do it all the time. Psychosemantic. If you look up the word psychosemantic, you'll see what it tells you. You convince your mind that you're sick, or something's wrong with me, and your mind you will subconsciously start doing things to make yourself sick, or you'll start noticing aches and pains, and you'll amplify them in your mind. So yes, you're correct when you say these people are telling themselves they can't do it, and of course you can't do it if you don't believe you can do it. You can't do it. It's no way.
Did you see the episode of The View? The girl on The View.
I never watched The View,
bro. She was on there. She was like, I took my eyesight away. She's like, I went blind because I wanted to be blind, because I believed that I was born blind, but I'm not blind, so I can see. So I removed my eyes. The fuck?
Negative
So it's
energy.
like the placebo effect when they do two separate trials on two separate groups, and one group didn't even receive nothing, but because they were told they got something.
Yeah.
The placebo.
Funny that you saw that on the View.
Yes.
It's funny that you saw the blind people on The View.
Yeah. They can't see shit. Lady Womb Ma. Hello, how is everyone? Been watching your channel for 2 weeks now. Finally decided to chat. Appreciate everyone on panel and chat.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. And yeah, we're trying to get people to chat, because I was, even at the moon party on Saturday, I was talking to more people that we had like 5 people that never chatted that came to the moon party.
Really?
Really? Yeah. And that's who I spent most of my time talking with. Like, damn, what made you buy a ticket?
Yeah, they come to this moon party without chatting first.
And never chatted. I was like, dude, it's sort of mesmerized. So
excellent.
Yeah, that was cool shit.
There's all kinds down in New York.
That goes a lot to you guys. You guys have done a lot to reach out to us. I thought about this the other day, and Bags is like doing a hell of a work. I mean, he's traveling. You went to Florida to hang out with who's in Florida? Did you hang out with Bags?
Fuma.
Broke.
Yeah, then broke Fuma, and I was talking to at least 3 people that said, "Oh yeah, Bags came to hang out with us." I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And the ladies down in Tennessee, Katrina. You remember that? She said that you came kayaking with her at her kayak place. Yeah. I'm like, this dude is doing work. I mean, he's building the community. Like, and it blows me away when I think about it, because it was just a small channel. I mean, you got the guy from Korea, the president of Descent Wiley, getting up at 3 a.m. to get on and talk to us. I mean, it just blows my brains out, and I'm kind of inspired by that. And I'm heading to Atlanta next month. My son lives in Atlanta. I was talking to Crypto OG at the moon party. I was talking to Vic Gear at the moon party. Both of those guys in Atlanta. So I'm gonna get with my son and create this little subset of just like y'all had the Sacktown meetup. I'm gonna try to create an ATL meetup next month. And I'm just
gonna dope, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab as many people down that way. I'm gonna say, let's go hang out in Buckhead. So yeah, I
Bishop
talked to Vic
Thomas
yesterday. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Bishop Thomas, real quick. $100 cash out, brother. I appreciate you,
Bishop.
Yeah, Bishop was at the the moon party, man. So
I enjoyed my time with Bishop, But I thought about it when I walked away. I said, how can you win a chess game without 2 bishops, man? You gotta have 2 bishops.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, when I started
Somebody said-
unplugging, man, when I was transitioning over to YouTube and quitting my job, I was like, I unplugged from like everything, TV, the music. I created my own like affirmation track, and I would just listen to that when I was doing like my security job, walking around. And then when COVID hit, man, I just went full throttle. I was like, yeah, out, and that was
Don't
it.
forget, Bagman also went to our Australian XRP event.
Yeah, I
He
went
made-
to Australia, New York. I mean, good
York.
Lord. Yep. Yeah.
Bro, I ain't been nowhere else since then. Before I got into crypto, I wasn't going nowhere.
It blows my mind.
Crazy,
Blows
huh?
my mind. Yeah.
And the places you will go once XRP hits the right price.
Ooh,
Even Vegas, like we went 3 times, and then people were like, well, how much you win? It's like, bro, I never even gambled. They're like,
No,
what?
I didn't gamble.
You know what I'm saying?
I went for
It's
the
like-
party. Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I went
But it's
for
also
something
like the
else.
partnerships we've made. Like, we have to give. I'm gonna give so much respect for Bags for putting in the work that he did. Because if it wasn't for Bags for putting in the work that he did, we never would have got the partnerships that we have today.
I know. It's
Okay,
amazing.
Right? Like, it's fucking wild that
For
we
sure.
we had a legit ass
Well-
conversation with Decent Wallet, like this actual
Yeah.
CEO, and we
Man.
got freaking Constellation Network on a fucking hardware wallet. Like, that's wild as shit, right? Like, you would never
he
expect
listened. Yeah,
any
he
other
listened.
channel or influencer to do that shit, but because of Bags, we're able to make shit happen. But it's like we would even like it's crazy. It's fucking
even-
crazy.
They gave
but-
us 10 wallets to give away. That's
10
crazy.
wallets, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah.
10 fucking wallets, and they're like $200 each.
It's crazy, man. And
yeah,
think
they're
about
like
it. We got
$230 each. Yeah.
You guys didn't y'all went to Australia. We got Navigator in the Philippines. We literally have people around the world at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Shit, we getting ready to head down there too.
But you guys said something earlier. That's why I took my son, because I wanted him to see the movement, you know.
Hell yeah.
And he wore a Illuminati shirt to school the next day, and I'm all, people ask you about your shirt. He's like, yeah, one kid did. And I told him my dad created the coin, and he called me a liar. And then he said a couple more people asked me, but he's I feel like they're not going to get it, so I didn't say anything. I was like, that's fire, bro. That's fire. That
Now you
yeah,
know.
welcome, bro. Like,
Welcome to the real world.
Welcome to the real world, bro.
Is he rocking them moon boots?
not yet, man. I don't know if I want to wear them, dude. Maybe once.
Oh man.
Those are one of ones.
Those are one of one.
Jack's gonna be the only one in his school year to be a millionaire by the time he graduates high school.
Probably.
Have his own coin,
Probably.
collections, and all kinds of stuff.
Oh man.
Shout out to Bagman right here. He gave up the official one of one moon boots.
Oh
Well, that's
yeah, hell
cool.
yeah.
To Mr. Jackson, bro. Look at that shit.
Excellent.
I was like, Jax, you know how you get what is it called when you? I said, you know how you get disowned? Let me find these on eBay. It'll be instantly disowned. But yeah, that was awesome. It was a good trip, man.
Hell yeah. It was more like a business meeting than anything, to be honest.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
Also, shout out to XRP Master, man. He gave me the relic. He gave me the proper party banner from New York.
Oh, nice.
That was sick.
That's a freaking relic right there.
Mhm.
We'll be seeing that on eBay in a few years down the line.
Man, I wanted that Rich Ducks banner, but the ladies took it from me, man. I was upset.
Yeah, they got it, bro.
They got it.
X Lloyd killed it too on the raffle, bro.
He changed it to
Yeah.
She wanted at first, and then she went back to it.
Yeah, because you know they actually won 4 times. They were
They won hella times, bro.
Got the drum head and the Rich Ducks banner.
and about 2 or 3 shirts or something. This is crazy.
He probably should have just did 2 apiece instead of 3. 2 tickets.
Hey, Rob Nichols, brother. I want to see you wear the hat on your show, bro.
Oh, he did. He was wearing it. I think the next day, or I think it was Tuesday.
Oh, you was?
man.
Nice.
He was killing it too.
He had the moon party in the back with the top hat on. He looked sick.
Sick. Fuck yeah.
Dre said, I met all you through XRP bag. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Nice.
Because I talk to people like everyone on my channel knows bags. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I mean, very few, maybe a handful of people. I don't see how you got here without knowing who the fuck XRP Bags is. But I do want people to comment because there's straight up OGs in the chat alone, man. So the people that aren't commenting, especially if you have questions, man, just throw the questions in the chat and give people a chance to
any question, no matter how ridiculous
any
you think it
question,
sounds, just ask it. We got you.
Yeah, that was the second top hat I gave away. The first one I gave away in New York to Crypto Morpheus. He got us in the line, the quick line, the long ass NY party line. We were up in the front.
Yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, just put it down in the chat or click the link. If you don't want to click the link, put the question down. We'll try to answer it. This is a no judgment zone. We'll just help you out. We're just trying to get everyone educated. That's all.
We did Sacktown too.
Mm-hmm.
Sacktown was cool.
DJ Jazzy XR Peasy.
What
in the
up?
heezy. But sheezy.
No, Tim, not
going
quite
on?
like that.
What's up?
What up?
What's up, pimp?
What's that, Sean?
Hey, Bishop. What's
Yes,
going
sir.
on, guys?
What's going
When you get to Atlanta,
Mhm.
OG's got my number, so I'm
Roger
gonna hook
that.
up.
Roger that, man. Roger that. Yeah. Because OG lives in the same town my son lives in. So I'm definitely going to get with him and Vic. And I'm going to talk to my son about trying to find us a place. And then we'll try to, do some informal get together.
Lemmy's down there too.
Lemmy, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I live 15 minutes away from OG.
Okay, so you're near Ackworth also?
Shit, Broke's
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Broke's not too far either.
Broke's down that way too? All right.
Well, not too
American, not American.
He's in Baker.
Roger.
We got Love Live Hill on deck, Lady E.
What's up, Lady E?
Lady E.
Hello, guys. I'm sorry, my voice is so messed up too. I'm sick, but I
Hey,
just
we're doing
want to
cool.
show some love here.
Thanks,
Yeah, we're
E.
doing a
Moon Party took everybody
full
out.
hour on Lady E's. This is Lady E's lane right here, this whole show. Let's go.
Yeah. Shout out to
Yeah.
Lady E, a little
I had a
prayer. That was sick. The prayer she did.
oh,
at the,
thank
Yes,
you,
Yeah, yes, it was.
That was tight.
Yeah.
thank
That's
you
all
so
that
much,
lingo.
guys.
I love all the words. I was thinking about this. Damn. Fucking went out of my head again. How do I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say? Well, I'll go to something earlier, like Zerker. Like when Zerker was talking, I'm like, man, if this dude, like, if there's ever time travelers, and I don't know how high we're gonna go, but they're gonna try to stop Zerker from coming over to my house during COVID, right? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm like, dude, if he doesn't come over, I wouldn't be there. He probably wouldn't be there. I don't know what we'd be doing, but that changed a couple things. And having those thoughts is why I took my son. I needed my son to go to a moon party, right?
Yep.
But it's crazy how little things happen because, a lot of people, me and Zerker did grow up together, but I was older. I was like 5 years. I'm more than 5 years. I think I'm like 6 or 7 years older than him, but it's not like we were hanging out or talking when he popped up at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And then with YouTube, also, this was the point I was going to make. I feel like everything I trained for in my life, I'm using right now. Like even like Bluminati Nights, I used to love Dungeons and Dragons, bro. And that's like a
Really?
Dungeon and Dragons.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Back in the day, like when I was like 8 to 13, I like to play Dungeons and Dragons. But the mysterious shit and the Bluminati Nights and the lore, it's all Dungeon and Dragon shit, bro. Like
It is, isn't it? That's
yeah.
crazy. You just learned
That's
something
why
new
even-
about Uncle Buster.
Even
Never knew that.
XRP, we're doing XRP shows, and I always say XRP is like the connector.
Yeah.
But I'm practicing the consciousness through an XRP show, right? Because we've done a whole show right now, not talking about XRP. It's all been consciousness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we're going down the line.
I think it's interconnected. I think it's all interrelated with each other, to be honest. Because
It
the ones who are seeking peace are the ones who knows, like, they don't need conviction because they already know what they're after. Versus the ones who are looking for a quick buck need conviction because they don't know what the hell they're after.
Hey, you're right about that COVID though. That was like a transition or like a portal to either get locked in further into the system or unlocked further.
Yep.
'Cause if it wasn't for COVID, I might not even be here because that's when I was like, man, this is my out. I'm out of here.
I'm telling you.
I agree with everything you just said, man. Hey, Nerdy, what was the because I've been working the whole time during coffee time and extra bullish. What was the quick recap, the relationships that ZBEC has with other companies?
Oh, I haven't dived deep into ZBEC yet, but I know ZBEC is working with BlackRock and everyone.
Okay, got it.
BlackRock, Blackstone,
and all them for payroll.
So ZBEC is connected with ADP, which is going to do payroll.
Well, yeah, the whole fucking board
They said they were connected to ADP, but on the board it says that she was former. That was the thing that Dark Horse pointed out. So is there an actual connection or is there not an actual connection? Because it says the lady on the board was a former employee of that company. Notorious. So I don't know how. I haven't really looked into. I still have to dive really deep into it. But from what I've overviewed, it's solid. But I haven't really dived deep to give you more information.
Yeah, the whole crypto space seems like it's a student transfer or student share. Like where you have students come over from other countries, or you go to somewhere else to study in high school, like a student exchange program. The whole space seems like you go from the Treasury to Ripple, and then from Ripple, to the Fed, and then from the Fed back to the Treasury. All sharing these same employees around, which means that's how they're interoperating the education of this whole space into business, right? They're sharing employees. So while ZBEC may have to chick from the board of ADP as on their board now as an employee or whatever she's doing, she still knows about that and she still knows how that can transition. So they're like building the foundation to be able to flip whatever business they need into that space. If that makes sense.
She can make money off it too.
I tried ordering a ZBEC card, but you can't get them here in the States. At least where I'm at.
Damn. I want to move so I can get the Ledger card. I really want the Ledger card really badly.
Come on down, baby.
I need to get a different passport. I'm trying to get my
just all set for Puerto Vallarta on Thursday.
Nice.
Nice, bro. I've been there, man. That's humid as fuck too.
Yeah.
What's up, Chris? Click the link, motherfucker. Hop in.
Chris, get your ass on here, man. Chris and
here.
Duel.
Up,
Chris Duel and SF Remy, they're basically our taxis, man. They took everybody around, but and SF Remy got in a wiffle ball game against my son. But Chris, bro, like you and Duel were cracking me up, man.
Yeah, those two are
gotta
funny
you guys.
together. Yeah.
Hella funny, bro. Because
Make
Chris
a really
is a
good
funny
pair,
ass
for sure.
dude too.
Oh yeah, you guys definitely complement each other. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's funny. Duel kept me company many hours. He's sitting there telling me crazy stories. They tell me a whole bunch
Duel
of
got the
crazy
wildest fucking stories.
I couldn't stop
The
listening.
funniest shit was, "Don't shoot, I'm white." I was fucking dying, bro.
Crazy stories.
Just funny.
He was definitely entertaining. And Chris is wild.
Chris has issues. Says Duel is retarded. I'm normal. Hell of money, bro.
Where's Duel at? I
man,
ain't seen
make it
Duel
up.
today.
Yeah, where's Duel at, man?
Probably still recovering too.
Yeah, we shouted you out, Chris. And again, thanks, man. Thanks for the tab you were running.
Bro, yeah, definitely. Thank you for
Appreciate
that
you,
for
Chris,
sure.
for everything you do. Legend.
We love you, Chris, for sure.
Yeah, we're in Buc-ee's and my son wanted the damn airline pillow, the Buc-ee's there. I'm like, man, just get a shirt. Jack, we're going to use this like 3 hours on the way home. Chris is like, man, give me that pillow. Go get a shirt. But he hooked him up, bro.
What, the neck pillow?
Yeah, the neck pillow. But Jack's Jax had that on the way home, man.
Hey, was Bucky's there when you guys went? Was he dancing
mean?
around in the suit? The little
No, he wasn't in there.
You had to take a picture. You could take a picture with Bucky.
Oh, he wasn't there, man. Bucky called in sick that day or something.
Man, Bucky's
off.
Bucky was sick on the moon, dude.
Yeah, Bucky might.
Man,
Bucky might have
He took a
snuck in the moon
PTO.
party and was hungover.
Over. He went to the moon party. You guys didn't even know.
Turkey.
Yeah, it'd be hella funny.
Hey, Dill's hilarious. Dill's a funny ass person, man. He's a comedian.
Well, we're gonna have to do a pop-up stream if Zebek goes crazy. I'm feeling Zebek's about to go crazy though.
Yeah, it's starting to move. Yeah.
You know why, right? Because more people are talking about it. That's what I love about crypto. It's like
Yeah.
when one person starts, when a large account starts talking about, like, so that's how it is, right? Like, it's all stolen information. I'm pretty sure a lot of people watch our show and was listening to Buster talk about Zebek, and then now everyone's fucking doing videos about it, and now their followers are now buying into it. But had to listen to Buster in the begin with, they would have been in hella early. I mean, Nina was talking
saying
about
all the Oogas too, or jumping in.
See what I'm saying?
Right,
and
man.
that's why the price is pumping.
Well, that's excellent, man. I mean, we're
Got that
looking at-
Ooga money in there.
we're potentially looking at that XRP early days, you know, like 2014 early days. You can get in at 0.5% and,
Yeah.
you know, and then watch it grow out the years. I mean, we already got millionaires, ZBEC millionaires in the chat. So
I think it's the same total supply too as XRP. So
yeah, it's exactly
Hey,
the same.
So
Yeah.
that's the big giveaway too. Like, so when we go top 5, everyone said, what's ZBEC? First of all of them, all 5 of those I'm bullish on, right? I'm gonna say it one more time. SHX, Velo, XPR, XCN, ZBEC. But I've been watching other YouTubers because they're all tied in to all kinds of shit. All of them.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But we talked about 100 billion. The only one out of all 5 of those that's not 100 billion is Velo. Every other one, 100 billion, 100 billion, 100 billion, 100 billion. You can't make it up, bro. Oh, actually, XCN, I'm not positive on XCN. I think XCN might be a little lower. I forgot. But 3 of them are 100 billion supply.
Just imagine.
On Decent, create trust line. Is that right? Yeah. JB, you just add Solana and then look for ZBCN and then add the trust line and then activate it with Solana and then you should be good.
But just imagine if ZBEC does what XRP has done 2-3 years ago. Get to 25 cents from here.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And so, that's where
if XLM burns after escrow, then how come they're not moving? Because you know if the amount of coins mattered, 100 billion or 50 billion, XLM would have increased, but they're still stagnating around 20-25%.
Yeah, XCN is half 50, like Stellar 50 bill.
Oh, we're having streaming issues.
Let's just turn it off for now, I guess.
I don't know what's going on. I think we're being hit or something.
Uh-oh.
They're like, quit talking about.
They're like, stop talking because
Yeah.
it's only X. It's not even YouTube. It's only the X's went down.
So Chris has issues. Buster, Jack's got a pic with him. Look at your phone. Oh shit.
Oh, he was there.
Jack.
Nice.
Jack, you got a picture with Bucky? Okay. My bad, dude. I didn't know that. Sweet.
Nice.
What
Yeah,
up,
Jack
Chris
got a
has
quiet,
issues? He was funny.
What up, Chris? Hey man, it looks like you guys had a blast at the moon party. I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
Bro, I would have been better with you there. That's for sure.
Yeah, we needed a DJ.
We definitely needed a DJ.
That plane ticket was kind of stiff. I was like, woo.
Shoot.
Oh
Could have hopped on with Lemmy. He would have got you in free. He's on the planes now.
I know, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Fuma was coming in and
saw him.
Yeah, Lemmy was on the same plane.
What?
That's working.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like a boarding pass to get you in the door.
Bradley B, what up, pimp? Nerdy. If you want to do a deep dive, Flair and Zebek working together on a autonomous financial agent. Flair brings in the data, Zebek pays it to the recipient. Guys, this is it. Yeah, all those are.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a lot of massive shit, bro.
AI agents are the future, bro. 100% AI agents.
Add Ken to Soul on Decent the same way you do. Yeah, actually, I got tired of G talking about Ken, so I did get some Ken. I can't take it no more. Give me the Ken.
I gotta get some too now. What the hell?
Yeah, and Ken's even cheaper, bro. Like, it's
G's
pretty
been
cheap.
on. Okay, we have to shout out G real quick. G's been telling us about
For
all
sure.
this shit. For sure. G's been telling
But
us.
shit,
Okay, that is Ken with the octagon. Is that the octagon logo?
Yep.
Is this in the trillions?
Yep.
2.7 trillions? Am I
Yeah, so you can get a few mil for cheap.
I believe that has a burning mechanism, right? So I think it burns itself.
I think this is it. Hold on.
You can get like 10 mil for like $25.
Is that KIN?
Is this it?
Yeah, KIN.
Can I get it on Uphold?
I think that's it.
I think this is it. Hold on. Let me. This is Solana. Chihuahua.
Sounds right.
Chihuahua. Okay. Website.
I'll put 25 in it.
Oh, the website don't work.
Work pulled. Got pulled.
Explore. Let's see what this is about. Solana scan. Yes, I'm human. Cloudflare, I'm human. That's a proxy. That's their little proxy thingy they got. All right.
And put the XRP in the bag.
Put the XRP in the bag. JB Poe, Gabriel, when you stake, how long do you have to stake? You could do 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, I believe, and it's different rates for each level. You could do that with the Phantom wallet.
Yeah, 1 month is 8%, 3 month, 12%, 4 month, 15%. Talking about ZBEC.
Yep.
Yep.
Put the XRP in the bag.
We got to get New Titan on.
I know, bro. That's what's crazy about New Titan, man, is like, first time I ever spoke to him, I was like, dude, that dude's like literally thinking like me.
Hey.
It was crazy. And then it's a lot the same with XRP Bishop. Because
are we going to talk about the
super conscious person, man? And it's the same talking to XRP Bishop as talking to New Titan.
Yep.
I've never met New Titan in person, but that's who Bishop reminded me of the first time I spoke to him at the moon party when he went last year. It's crazy.
Are we going to talk about Gilbert Verdian shouting out Cubic? That was fucking fire. That was absolutely fucking fire. Blew my fucking mind. So if you guys don't know who Gilbert Verdian is, he's a guy that created Quant and TC307. He was shouting out. He was shouting out the fastest chains with the highest TPS. And guess who he shouted out? Cubic at the most, which is insane for a chain that no one really knows about anything. And we're holding millions of them too. So that was fucking crazy. I like that. That made my day.
Cubic, huh?
Cubic?
Yeah, you guys don't have any Cubic?
No, I don't.
Oh my god.
What's the ticker?
I got like a few million of them.
What's the ticker? I'm gonna call it a ticker. QBEK or something like that.
Pull it up.
QUBIC?
Yeah. Q.
1 quadrillion.
Yep.
142 trillion.
Oh, cubic
supply.
Right here. Oh shit. Bro, I was. Aesthetic.
Oh, it's way down too. Damn.
Look.
Shit, all-time lows, basically.
Yup. Yeah. When he was calling out, and it blew my mind.
Yep.
Yep. Right here. This is sick. Cubic AI training services.
So no to care and yes to Cuban.
So that's just another gem.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's actually
million for $1.37.
They actually mixed AI with proof of work for that one. It's actually pretty
AI
fucking
with proof
sick.
of work.
It's actually pretty fucking sick, and it's really freaking fast, which just blows your mind, right? But check that one out.
Roger that. It's funny. I sit here with every episode with pen and paper. I do every time, every single time.
Yep. So with Cubic Wallet, it's different from other wallets. You actually download a program. Well, it's not a program, it's actually a file. And it holds everything. So your Cubic Wallet is actually kind of works like a paper wallet, but in a digital form. I actually hold mine on a USB stick, and then whenever I want to access it, I just take that file, drag the file into the wallet, put in my password, and then I can access my funds. But look more into it. It's pretty interesting.
Roger that. Hey, Nerdy, I hit a couple of my friends up, my coding friends, and was discussing. I don't want to say too much because what we talked about, but using fractals in order to create the passwords and the seeds and we were bouncing around. I didn't tell them why I was asking them,
but they found it intriguing.
Yes.
Told you.
I think we figured out a way that could happen. So I'm actually go down that lane a little bit.
It's possible.
Yeah, and we can talk about it later, obviously.
Yeah, we can hella talk about it.
I have to bring you in and see. I said it out here on the show, so you won't say I stole it.
No, man.
No, but if you really understand, geometry, and you put it in with code and you combine the two, you have something that works with nature, and something that works with nature will always work because it's already time and proven.
Right.
But if you just use nature as an influencer to create things, then at least you have some kind of guarantee that I know some kind of predictability of how shit actually works, right? Because
it's proof of work. Nature is
proof
proof of work, man. That's
it is, right?
What it come down to. Yeah, that's how the airplane and everything else was discovered. We watch birds, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same deal. You see it work, you got to figure out how. So yeah, yeah. And nature has hell of a lot of fractals in it.
And that's the thing that a lot of people don't really understand about all this blockchain stuff is they just think it's just NFT and just meme coin tokens, but they don't really understand the broader aspect of what this really does, right? That it's actually like having value on chain or having value through a API is fucking crazy. Like that's the craziest fucking thing that anyone can ever say to me, that I can have a bank without actually having a fucking bank, because everything's just on a database ledger. That's fucking crazy. But to even go even further with that and then say like, hey, you know what? These are not only do these help with finance, but they help with security, right? Security is embedded naturally into it. Well, now you can actually start mixing blockchain with analog things. So analog and digital mixed with AI is the future, because that's how AI is going to operate. Like I fucking 100% guarantee it that you're going to see a lot of shit in the future where people are making AI models. They're making language models. They're using Python to do things, but they're going to use Python incorporated with like a Raspberry Pi that's going to do analog things, ones and zeros, and it's going to make shit work. And that's how robots are going to work. I like 100% honestly believe that we're going to move back to embedded systems. 110%. Like we're going to move, programs are going to be on embedded chips, and the chips are just going to be directly onto the board, and then because it only has a certain things to do, and then that's all the rest of the processes would be on web, and it'll just be an IoT device, and all devices will just be IoT devices naturally, and no one will ever have a device that relies on other physical things like CDs and micro SDs and all this shit will go out the fucking window. Everything would be embedded on a chip, and then everything will just work via internet. And then you would have a subscription service or some kind of paywall or something to go through that would enable your device to work, right? And that's basically what we're going through. That's a subscription-based society that we're heading into. But everything is pointing in that direction.
I agree.
But a lot of people don't realize that shit because most people are just fucking focusing on meme coins and all this other shit, but they don't really realize the extensive of what you can actually build with this. It's fucking crazy. You can build a lot of things, and then you incorporate AI agents into the mix, and now you can make an automated everything at the end of the day, right? Like if you really know what the hell you're doing, you can.
But the things you and I are talking about are down in the weeds. People don't care about the weeds. They either just want it to work. They want
They don't care about backend, bro.
Yeah, they
no
want
one
one
understands
solution.
backend. And no one actually understands. Not only do they not understand backend, but they don't understand how security processes work. Not only do and how violent and like how detrimental it is to the whole fucking platform, right? And when you start having processes, backend processes of security that you can start implementing into your core business on every single process, like now you have like basically you have like prioritized systems that people like license, and like, you know, Apple has its own ecosystem or whatever, but now you're moving into a blockchain ecosystem where you can have you know, an Apple quantum security safety blah 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 blah, you know, I secure whatever that are backed by blockchain quantum blah 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 blah. But now that system not only has to recognize the device or the chip or whatever, but it's also authenticating through the user, right? And then the device doesn't matter because everything is on cloud, or basically, right? So the device can be replaced. And now you're moving into, well, if the device can be replaced, well, the device doesn't need to be such a solid backing device. If everything's going to be on cloud, now I can make this device as thin as possible or disposable as possible, where it's eco-friendly, one-time use or whatever. Because all my information and all my everything is based off cloud. It's all based on databases, and all my authentication knows that it's me because everything is on cloud. Like this shit goes fucking crazy. You can go really, really in depth, and if you build a business based off of that shit, you can create some next level stuff.
Nerdy's about to be a rich beast.
You have no fucking idea how many things I got planned, bro. I got hella stuff scheming, and that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why I haven't really released my collection yet, because I don't want to release an NFT collection without utility. It has to do with my collection, and what I'm doing with all my stuff literally incorporates into my business as a community-based thing. So it's not like I'm just putting something out just for you to buy and whatever. No. And this is what we're talking about with Bluminati and all this other stuff. Like, people don't understand, where are we going with this? We're going hard with this. We're not stopping with fucking basic ass shit. We are really about to help the world and change the world and really change information, like change industries. And it's gonna be all through NRDS,
Bradley B,
and all that shit.
Nerdy's cooking. We need to change the show to espresso time.
I'm telling you, bro. A lot of people don't really understand this shit, bro. It's fucking crazy. They're so focused on price action, but they don't really see the underlining of what's being done. Like, a lot of these chains are being upgraded. Casper is the only chain with upgradable smart contracts. You know what you can make with upgradable smart contracts? Yu-Gi-Oh! You can make Yu-Gi-Oh! A real thing. You can make Digimon a real thing. You can make Pokemon a real thing. Think about that. Imagine Nintendo coming out with real Pokemon. And you wearing a VR headset, literally catching your fucking Pokemon. You have an actual Pokedex, right? Like, this is childhood shit coming into reality, coming to fruition. But if you're a child in the 90s or in the 80s or whatever, you watched a whole bunch of cartoons. That means you got a whole bunch of ideas that you should be capitalizing on, because they fed you the fucking ideas. Just make it your own. But all of that shit can become real now, which is crazy. I'm just saying.
You're not
Gigapets
wrong.
can be revolutionized. I'm just saying.
I'm just listening.
I got some shit cooking.
Go ahead.
Yeah, look at Baggy's on it too, bro. You guys don't even know Baggy's doing this shit too, bro. Like, and like the skill to entry, the barrier to entry is so low now. All you have to do is just do it. Prompt. It's all prompt, and everything is prompting now. Fucking prompt something, create something, have an idea, and it's prompted to life. That's literally all.
You bring up a good point too. If any of you guys out there that's in this group that have an idea, we have some really talented people in this group, and all you gotta do is contact one of us, and we network together. I mean, next moon party, if we have it, every year we say we're not gonna have it, but we wind up having it. But yeah, we've been passing numbers back and forth. So if you guys have some ideas, you got NDAs, you can come up with an NDA really quickly and work with each other. So we're here.
Yeah, I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to stay. This is my life. Blockchain is my life. This industry is my life. I'm here to stay. So I ain't going nowhere. I ain't fucking leaving.
No, that's what's up.
Never fucking leave.
Yeah, everyone's gonna go their own ways after Moon, but I'm here. I see the full blown potential of this stuff, and I am not letting this go. Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. If you live through MySpace, if you live through peer,
I agree with you, boss.
You know what I'm saying? If you guys live through the upcoming of peer-to-peer, we live through fucking Aries, we live through LimeWire, we live through peer-to-peer sharing, peer-to-peer data, peer-to-peer media, and how revolutionary it was. It was fucking crazy, right? Oh, where'd you get that song from? On your iPod? Did you download it? Did you fucking buy it? No, I got the whole album for free, bitch, because I'm cool. Oh, can you make me a CD? Fucking selling CDs at school as a child because you're the one that knows how to download the music and make people custom mixes. Like,
bro, I was starting to do that.
I did that too, but it was on cassette tape.
You get what I'm saying? Like, movies and shit like that. Like, we're out here, but now you're just like, you can create a community based off all this stuff with blockchain. Like, you can imagine having that same business model, but you have a token. If you want to buy my DVDs, or if you want to sign into my thing, you have to have, whatever token to come and capitalize. Or if you have this NFT, then you have a subscription service. Now you have a membership to come into my thing and have access to all of this, but you can only watch it with this many tokens. You have to play this game in order to get tokens to have this. Like, you can create incentive out of fucking nothing. Out of thin air, you can create incentive, which is crazy. Which was the hardest part of any kind of business model. But now you can just do it.
Oh, good.
Whatever.
Man.
I don't know anything. I'm just fucking.
No, you good. No, you got it. Yeah.
I'm just fucking saying.
We talked a very long time.
When we get off the stream,
Air share, bro. I used to use that.
I'm sorry. What you say? Somebody called my name. What's up?
No, Sean.
That was me. Yeah, I said when we get off the stream, I'm gonna call OG.
Okay. Are we gonna have the meet up at the Blue Flame or Magic City? No, I'm just joking. Yeah, you never heard of the Blue Flame?
Isn't that like Police Academy or some shit? What is that?
No.
No,
I
haven't heard of it then.
It's a very nice adult establishment.
It's an adult. It's an adult establishment. In Atlanta, there's an adult establishment every 10 feet or so.
Oh yeah. It used to be back in the 90s. It used to be, and that's what made Freaknik so big, and what made Freaknik go away.
Yeah, that's true. I lived there for 2 years in Marietta when I was working down there, and one of my roommate. My roommate was a bouncer. He was a bouncer at Blue Flame. He was a bouncer at Magic City. He was a Gold Club. He was everywhere. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, these.
That was
back in the day. All right, well, cool. I'll get with OG has my number too, so he can call me and then we can figure this out. I'm gonna hit my son up first. Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Sometimes I feel like keep going, but sometimes I don't, because sometimes I feel like I give out too much, and I feel like I give out too much.
I was about to say,
for
I think
free.
You need to be quiet.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I shouldn't be. Like, I say too much. Because I'm too naive to.
I think we should.
I just don't care, right? I want to fucking
rap. You got a lot of good ideas, and you and I discussed them, and I know what you're talking about, and so I'm thinking, wait a minute, I think he's talking too much. So somebody else might pick up on.
But what I told you is what no one sees.
Okay,
no one sees what I told you, and that's why I told you that.
Roger that.
Yeah, because I know you understand.
We're gonna do. We'll pick it up tomorrow on Bluminati Nights, man. We're gonna do one more recap of the Moon Party. Yeah. We're gonna chill on Bluminati Nights, enjoy the work of the Moon Party and the celebration, and then the boardroom will pick
in the
it up.
fellowship. Yes, the fellowship.
In the fellowship.
In the ladyships. Yeah. Nina Blossom. Shout out to Nina Blossom. She actually
Yeah.
showed up. Nina Blossom was there in secret. She was on the phone. So.
Hell yeah.
And she is the chat.
Yep. Nina is the chat.
No, Nina is the chat. Nina's a ZBEC ambassador.
Yep.
The official ZBEC ambassador.
Yeah.
I'm almost an ambassador. I'm just an intern right now.
I'm just the intern. You're the DJ.
$1 million
shadowing
club.
You're shadowing Nina Blossom. You're
That's right.
shadowing 30 more days. 30 more days, Jazzy Jeff. You'll be an ambassador.
There you go.
Nina went ghost off that Z-Beck.
Yeah, she won't even show her face.
Bro. Yep.
It was funny because Vic had a phone, and I'm like, I'm looking at the phone. I'm saying, "Who is this?" And he points to the name. I'm like, "This is Nina." All I saw was a table, and I said, "I couldn't even see." She was. I'm not showing my face. I'm not doing any of that. I was like, "Okay, all right."
Nina.
All right, y'all.
All right, guys.
Shout out to everyone that did a cash out. Shout out to everyone that watches 251. Appreciate you. We ready.
And remember, guys.
We ready. We ready for y'all. We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all.
Get your decent wallet today. Damn, you caught me off guard. God damn it. Hit the link below. Get your decent wallet. I shared the link. Support the channel. Get your wallet. Protect your assets. Be smart. Don't be stupid. Save your wealth. You don't need anyone else if you have your wallet. Be smart. Later, glitches. Peace. Decent. Out.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.